Welcome to the Bulletproof Cashflow podcast, the go-to place to gain financial freedom through real estate investing. Here we interview investors, mentors, and entrepreneurs who share their secrets and advice to help you build passive income. Let's get into the show.
Hey guys, so you spot a multifamily deal that looks interesting. The price seems to be in line with the market, but you're not entirely sure since you haven't been to that part of the city before. After you run the broker's pro forma numbers, which you know of course are never right, it may actually seem like a pretty good deal. So before I make any trips out anywhere, I run the address through a handful of websites to really familiarize myself with the neighborhood. You know, I want to put myself in the shoes of a potential tenant to see how they're going to react when they get a look at the property and the local area. I also want to understand what the draw will be. You know, for instance, is there a new employer moving into the area? Is there maybe a nearby arts district or with food and entertainment? You know, I want to know those sorts of things, right? So before you jump in the car and do your drive-by, take a quick look online to see what the data says. Now, I'm not going to talk about LoopNet and CoStar, Zillow, Redfin, or Google Maps. I'm sure you guys have already heard of those and probably used those already for your given areas. Rather, I want to try to cover some tools that you may not have heard of, and I'll give you a little bit of details about each one as well. So this is not a comprehensive list. It's just a list that I sometimes go through to really understand what the area looks like before I go look at a deal. You know, keep in mind that I'm not saying that you must do these sites before you get in your car, but understanding and doing the research ahead of time will give you an idea if it's something that you really want to take on and manage long term. That's ultimately why you want to do this. And instead of wasting your time getting in the car and making the trek out, maybe you don't want to do the deal anyway. Now, for some of these sites, you'll need to create a free login. You also have the option to buy their solutions. So just note, I'm not promoting or getting compensated by any of these sites, okay? They are just places with good information that you can use for assessing your own deals, okay? So I've used them for a while, and I think they provide a very good background of really good info. So, number one, Policy Map. Now, Policy Map is a great demographic and stats and much more. You know, when you're looking at a deal, understanding what is going on in the area and who's living there is important to the overall valuation of the property. You know, this site provides you with a map that overlays demographic, incomes level, the education as well, and crime stats. You know, and they give you additional information as well. Again, all the links are going to be in the description, but it's policymap.com. The second one, Pad Mapper. You use that to compare home buying versus renting. Now, I know that we're in the multifamily business. However, you need to understand that in the housing market, there's going to be a payment that people are going to make, you know, and they're going to have to decide whether they're going to buy a home versus rent. So if you're in an area that typically rents on average for $700 a month, and a house can be bought with a small down payment and have a $600 mortgage, it may be enough for people to buy instead of rent, right? Just depends on the person. And while you may not be targeting that market demographic, you'll still want to be aware of the inventory available in that area, regardless. Okay, you always want to know what's going on in the area, and that's padmapper.com. Number three, Spot Crime, to understand the criminal activity in that area. So that website, it provides all kinds of information on arrests, arsons, assaults, burglaries, robberies, shootings, all kinds of things happening nationwide. So it's a very comprehensive website. The crime data is really gathered from local police, news reports, and the company has their own reporting portal as well. So that's how they get all their information. So you can avoid the trip to the area if it's really bad in that sense. If you're looking to buy that kind of property, it's even better for you then. So you can visit spotcrime.com for that one. And the fourth site, Property Shark. They provide deep, comprehensive property data. You know, this site aggregates real estate data and listings from public and proprietary sources into a simple, very clean, very easy website. They provide some in-depth data to more than 75 million properties and really covering the major U.S. markets. So if you get a subscription, you can see the property owner's name, contact information, property details, sales history, taxes, a whole bunch of stuff. They do have a free option as well. They have a trial version for you as well. So check it out. You might like it. It's PropertyShark.com. Anyway, what websites do you guys use out there? Have you heard of some of these ones that I mentioned? You know, if you have or you haven't, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And also check out the Bulletproof Cashflow podcast on iTunes and Stitcher, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would really help us out a great deal. We're working on getting new content to you guys out every day, and really to help you build success in the world of multifamily. Anyway, be great, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.